like, dude, like, that's alright, investment banking, if that's what you do for a living, but let's at least be honest about why you're doing it, right? Right? I mean, let's not be like, oh, you know, I'm dating Kim Kardashian because her philosophical perspective just always stimulates my mind. Her enormously radical anthropological views and her ability to swallow or spit out any theory in quantum physics. She always keeps me up to the wee hours of the morning as she grinds down my argument until I'm no longer so hard-headed. That's why I love her. That's why I love her. That's why I love Kim. Nobody loves that shit. I know people that work in finance. Nobody loves it. They're all miserable. They all hate it. It's just, right, finance, that's not a passion. That's not, what is that? That's money. That's what you love, money? That doesn't count. We all love money. We all love that shit. That's just a human need. Right? That's what people do when people have no passion. They just superimpose a human need as their passion. Right? It's like when 18-year-old boys are like, yeah, when I get older, I'm going to be a porn star because I love fucking pussy, dude. It's like, oh, do you now? Well, that is very rare. I think you should go into that. I think you should major in pussy in fucking ways that's never been fucked before. People look back on your life, they will say, that guy there, he really did love the pussy. He really did. Other people thought they did, but he would have went into the pussy even if there was no money in it. He really did. He loved it. This is not love. You know, as a comedian, we work hard and, we struggle. So I take exception to that. People just throw that word love out and around, like, so flippantly, right? Oh, I love my job. No, you don't, dude. Don't lie. You know how you know you love your job? If the shit didn't exist as a job, you would still do it for fun, right? You would call up your friends on the weekends, like, yeah, man, you want to go to the park, crunch some numbers, analyze some data? Yeah, man, I'll bring the beers. I don't know if it'll compare to last weekend when we designed that advertising strategy for the overseas markets. That was wild. This is not. I'm sorry. If you do this for a living, I'm sorry. I don't want to offend you. I'm not like a shock comic that wants to offend people. Like if I was, I wouldn't be apologizing for it. Obviously, right? I don't want to. I'm sorry. I don't want to offend anybody. I just think that to do that is like the most existentially shallow, unintelligent, cowardly, unimaginative thing you could possibly do with your life. I could be wrong, this is my opinion. That's what I think, I get paid to say what I think. Not a lot, but I get paid very little. That's how I feel, and I think it's messed up, I think it's very unfortunate that garbage men get designated as the default failure job in our society, right? And when you fuck up in school, they're like, oh, don't fuck up. Wind up a garbage man. Right? But it's I think that's unfortunate because you know what? We need garbage men. They're important. We need them. We don't need investment bankers at all. If they never existed, everything would continue exactly the same way. Everything would be fine. We never have to find out the value of J.P. Morgan Chase, ever. If we never know it, shit will be totally the same and cool. But it's true, but if nobody takes out that trash bag full of rotting bananas and fried chicken, shit is gonna be fucked up. Somebody's gonna be like, hey, we need to hire a guy to take out that trash bag full of rotting bananas. Well, should we find somebody to determine the value of the rotting banana? No, we don't need to know that at all. No. Just get somebody to throw it out. That's all we need. It's funny, if you think about it, finance workers, hedge fund, investment bankers, these people are actually the only people in the world that contribute absolutely nothing to society. They really are. Even a toll booth worker we need, how are we going to get on the thruway? The cashier at McDonald's, I mean, that's the dude standing between you and your Big Mac, dude. We need the cashier at McDonald's. The hedge fund CEO does nothing for anyone. Actually, the homeless crackhead adds more value to society than the investment banker, because we can look at the homeless crackhead and we can say we can feel good about ourselves, like, oh, at least I'm not him. We could give him $1, we could experience generosity. These are two things that the homeless crackhead provides to society, whereas the investment banker provides nothing, because he's just making a bank, like a rich bank, richer. You know, like, but the bank doesn't actually have to get richer to further society. And I'm not against rich people. I think rich is fine. I want to be rich. I think heart surgeons are rich and they're very valuable. We need heart surgeons, but we don't need anybody to like make that bank bigger. Like that bank stays the same. Shit is fine. So they're actually the most worthless human beings on the planet. Actually, unless you can think of somebody who's more worthless. I mean, I thought of the homeless crackhead for the joke, but it's true. The homeless crackhead actually does, ironically, provide more value. And if you do one of those jobs, you know, there's a 75% chance that your wife is a whore. We should be open-minded and forgiving, not 100% chance, right? Not 100% chance. It's just like 75%, right? I mean, 75. Let's just say probably 75% of the wealthy finance workers, their wife would probably be not with him if he was a public school teacher. Right? We can probably assume that. Which makes her, quite literally, a whore. Not a whore in the microscopic sense. She's not walking the street like some tramp. She's a whore in the macro context. She's a long-term planner. She's a thinker. She's a strategist, a super whore, if you will. She's not some dumb bitch on the block. She's not some stupid tramp on the block. She's thought this shit out. She's not paying cable bills with her pussy. She's paying mortgages. I just don't understand, if you're a smart person, why would you waste your entire life doing such mundane shit when the world has so much awesome shit to offer? If you're a smart person, you can be a psychologist, you could do neurology or quantum physics, you can be a writer, a musician, you can go into the arts, you can be an FBI, that's radical shit, FBI shit. You know, right? You can do all this funky, cool stuff, and you chose money? What the fuck? Why? Why would you do that? So you can have a really big house? You can get a big house other ways. I guess it's not as guaranteed. Just did it all for like, so you could have the greatest couch ever created. The $12,000 couch. And you're sitting on it and you're miserable. And you look at your dick and you hate it. And your wife looks at your dick and she hates it. And you're just like, what happened? You know what happened? That's the midlife crisis. That's why I chose this shit. This is my crisis right now. I'm living my crisis. Talking to you guys in a basement for $20. I'm in my crisis right now.